The Road Less Traveled, A New Psychology of Love, Traditional Values, and Spiritual Growth by M. Scott Peck. Introduction, A Journey Toward Spiritual Maturity. Dr. M. Scott Peck's The Road Less Traveled is one of the most profound self help books ever written, a timeless guide that blends psychology, philosophy, and spirituality. Unlike many motivational books that promise quick happiness or easy success, this one begins with a shockingly simple truth: life is difficult. From that single truth, Pack builds a framework for genuine growth, emotional, moral, and spiritual. He teaches that facing life's difficulties with discipline, responsibility, love, and grace is the only road to inner peace. It's not the easy path, it's the road less traveled. The brave choose it, and only the brave choose it. The book is divided into four main parts: discipline, love, growth, and religion, grace. Each section unfolds like a journey from self deception toward self realization. Part 1, Discipline, the tool for growth. Pack begins by explaining that discipline is a foundation of spiritual growth. While most people try to avoid pain, discipline teaches us to face it consciously and learn from it. He identifies four tools of discipline that help us deal with the challenges of life. Delaying gratification. This means choosing long term growth over short term pleasure. Most people want comfort now, success, happiness, recognition without effort. But Pack reminds us that the only way to solve life's problems is to face them head on. Example: a student who studies every day instead of partying may miss fun in the moment but gains knowledge and confidence for life. Delaying gratification is the first step toward maturity. Acceptance of responsibility. We often blame others for our pain, parents, partners, society, but healing begins when we say, I'm responsible for my life. Accepting responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything. It means recognizing that you control your response. Only when you own your choices, you change them. Pack says we cannot solve a problem by saying it's not our problem. Dedication to truth. We naturally lie to ourselves to avoid discomfort. We justify bad behavior, deny emotions, or hide behind pride. But truth, even when painful, is freeing. Pack encourages self examination, therapy, and honest reflection to uncover our illusions. Truth is not static, it's a continuous process of seeing more clearly and living more authentically. Mental health is a commitment to reality at all costs. Balancing. Balance means maintaining flexibility, knowing when to persist and when to let go. Extremes, even of good qualities like love or discipline, can become harmful. True wisdom lies in adaptability, the ability to see both sides of life and act with balance, not rigidity. Together, these four practices make discipline not a punishment but a path to freedom. Life's problems don't disappear, but they stop controlling us. Part 2, Love, the courage to grow. Pack devotes the second part of the book to love, calling it the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. He dismantles the romantic myths that confuse love with infatuation, desire, or dependency. True love, he says, is an act of will, not a feeling. It's about choice, effort, and commitment. Love versus dependency. Many people think love means needing someone to complete them. But dependency is self centered. It's about what the other gives you, not what you give them. Real love encourages independence and growth. When we love someone, our goal is their spiritual evolution, not the submission to our desires. Love is work. Pike argues that love is not effortless. It requires energy, attention, and time. Listening deeply, forgiving, being patient, and showing care. These are acts of discipline. Just like gardening, love needs constant tending. Without effort, it withers. Love and self growth. Love isn't only for relationships, it's also about nurturing your own spiritual growth. To truly love others, you must first love and respect yourself. This doesn't mean narcissism, but a healthy sense of worth. Genuine love always implies self discipline and self respect. Love and courage. Love demands risk, the risk of rejection, loss, and pain, but avoiding love to stay safe leads to emptiness. To love is to open yourself to growth through vulnerability, and in that vulnerability, you find your strength. Part 3, Growth and Religion, the path to spiritual maturity. In this section, Pack explores the connection between spiritual growth and religion, but not in a narrow, dogmatic sense. He defines religion as our personal worldview, a framework by which we make sense of life. Everyone has a religion, even atheists, because everyone has a philosophy of living. Spiritual growth, therefore, means continually examining and evolving your beliefs. As you grow, your understanding of truth expands, and your old beliefs may no longer fit. Pax says that clinging blindly to outdated ideas or traditions is a form of laziness. True faith isn't blind obedience, it's courage to keep seeing truth. Stages of a spiritual growth. Pack outlines four stages of spiritual development. Stage 1, chaotic, antisocial. No discipline or morality, guided by impulse. Often found in children or adults who act without conscience. Stage 2, formal, institutional. Obedience to rules and authority. People here follow religion or law for security and order. Many adults stay here, mistaking obedience for faith. Stage 3, skeptical scientific. People begin to question rules and beliefs. They rely on logic and evidence but may lose touch with the spiritual depth. Stage 4, mystical communal, a mature stage where logic and faith coexist. People feel connected to all beings and live with compassion and humility. Peck reminds us that the goal isn't to reject religion but to go beyond it, reaching a state of love that transcends fear and judgment. Part 4, Grace, the mystery beyond the self. In the final section, Pack introduces the concept of grace, a mysterious force that helps us grow often beyond our own will or understanding. He doesn't define grace in strictly religious terms, but as a universal spiritual energy, something that supports and guides us through life. It could be intuition, unexpected help, healing experiences, or inner peace that arrives when least expected. Peck argues that while discipline and love are human efforts, grace is divine assistance. It works quietly, leading us toward wholeness. If we remain open to it, he gives examples of moments when people find forgiveness, strength, or understanding far beyond their personal capacity, a reminder that there is a benevolent force at work in human life. Major themes and insights. Life is a series of problems, solve them with love and discipline. Running from pain keeps us immature, facing it transforms us. Love is a choice, not a feeling. Real love is effortful, intentional, and aimed at mutual growth. Spiritual growth requires responsibility. You can't grow if you refuse to own your actions and emotions. Truth and freedom are linked. The more honest you are with yourself, the freer you become. Grace exists. There are forces beyond human control that help us evolve if we allow them to. Memorable quotes from the book. Life is difficult. This is a great truth. Because once we truly see this truth, we transcend it. Love is the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. Discipline is the basic set of tools we require to solve life's problems. Mental health is a commitment to reality at all costs. The path to holiness lies through questioning everything. Conclusion. The road less traveled. Scott Peck's The Road Less Traveled is not a book to be read once, it's a lifelong companion. It teaches that the true path of happiness and peace is not in avoiding life's pain but in embracing it consciously and lovingly. Growth, love, and grace are not rewards at the end of the road, they are the road itself. The road less traveled is the one where you face truth, take responsibility, love deeply, and keep growing. even when it hurts. It's a hard road, but it's the only one that leads to freedom. The journey of spiritual growth is a long one. It is a road less traveled, but it leads to light.